From Denver 7, this is 7 News.
Welcome back, everybody. It's about 44 degrees outside right now. Despite the cooler weather this weekend, it's time to get out and get things growing in the yard. Now is the perfect time to get things started. Chris Willis from the Associated Landscape Contractors of Colorado is with us this morning to give us a couple of ideas on how to turn that brown grass that has occurred and kind of went into a dormant stage over the winter, make it green once again. How you doing, Chris?
Good morning.
Thanks for coming in. You brought a little green stuff with you this morning. That looks great.
Yes, and this is a fresh section of sod, and I wanted to bring it in to show kind of what a typical root structure looks like on sod. And what we got here is green grass, obviously, with a little bit of thatch in here. What we do is you look at the cross section here, and you got about 4 inches of soil right here. And you can kind of see the roots growing out of it, the bottom of it.
Yeah, there's plenty of that.
And what you got right here is some fibrous roots. When you have a lot of these roots, you know you got healthy grass. And healthy grass is very good because what it does is it chokes out the weeds. Less weed killer, more root structure, more grass on top, which is really nice.
That's great. So this is the time of the year we have to start worrying about the grass, and this is when things are going to really pop up, you said, over the next week or so.
Correct.
I was telling you, I put a little seed down the other day. That's going to still take a little time, you think?
Yes, you should start seeing it starting to germinate in the next week as the temperatures from the soil start to heat up and everything like that.
Let's talk about aeration. That is so important. We talk about it all the time. Is this the time now to get out in the yard and do that?
Yes, it is. Aeration is very key component to correct grass management. And what an aeration does is you take that cross section, it pokes holes in the grass itself. And what it does is it lets a hole in there, and it lets air and nutrients circulate through, which promotes healthy root structure. So the key to aeration, which is a little secret, is to get the grass soaked, really, really wet first, and then take the aerator and plug it. What happens is you get plugs that are 3 to 4 inches deep instead of the 1/2 inch to 1 inch when it's dry.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
That's good. Makes it a little easier, too, to get that aerating device down in the lawn as well. What about fertilizer? Is it a perfect time now, or should we wait a week or so?
Well, we try to time our application of aeration with fertilizer. And here's a bag of fertilizer, a demonstration bag that I showed you, professional turf fertilizer from the ALCC members use professional turf-grade fertilizer. And what we do is we aerate, then we put down the fertilizer, so the fertilizer gets down into the roots where the aerator holes are. So you double whammy it. You aerate it and you fertilize it at the same time, which causes the roots to grow. You get the fertilizer down where the roots are instead of on the top. So that's why we prefer that method.
And if you use a weed and feed system right now, is that going to last through the summertime and be good for the entire, couple of months coming up through the summer?
It will last about the next 30 days is what it will. It will kill any active weeds that are growing. It's a post-emergent that we use inside the fertilizer as well. Sometimes on some lawns we do, some lawns we don't. Like for situation on this, we wouldn't use it on this because this is very, very healthy, thick grass. And when there's a thick grass, there's no weeds because it chokes it out.
That's the best solution there.
Yes,
to weeds,
it is.
right? Good grass, a good lawn. Chris, thanks very much for coming in. That's
My
great
pleasure.
advice. This is probably a great weekend to get outside and, of course, do a little work in the yard. If you would like more information about that springtime lawn care, all you have to do is get onto thedenverchannel.com, and at any time, click on the big red TV button. We'll have all the information for you right there.